And in all my time on Tay, I have never seen the likes of what is happening now. Beyond the walls of Ashtesa, trouble is brewing. A new order is underway, and I feel that my time on this age is nearing its end. You shouldn't fear the unruly Moiety, neither the savage Atami, nor the warring Easterners. No, what you should fear is desire. Desire is what leads to pride. Pride is what destroys the Myra, like an iron spear thrown into a spinning wheel. I was very young when my father first brought me to Tay. We would often hunt here, catching jackals with our silver daggers until nightfall. It was as the sun set that we would row through the waterways of the west, my father recounting tales of the old Dunny. Often these stories would meander, trailing through the waters of history, shoring up somewhere between truth and lie. But we didn't care. Sometimes these stories would trail off into whimsy. This is when we would pause for what seemed like an eternity. I always knew this moment. This is when his face would change. A sinister smile would grace his face like a demon showing itself in the shadows. This is when he would tell me about Tay. Sulia, Erlai, Ayo, the purging, the burning of the 5 million pages, all tales of great conflict and great triumph, of great and lowly people alike who made this age what it is today. These occasions of indulgence were rare. He never told me why we left. I always assumed it was extended guild work, but the years came and went, and the older I became, the less this made sense. I would realize in the end, one day, that we were never to return. I made plans to confront him. I set a date and rehearsed in my mind the words I would tell him, rephrasing and reworking till my eyes were red and my bones ached from the sleepless nights I endured. But it never happened. My father went missing one morning. It was a foggy day, 3 hours after sunrise. I found him in the bogs by a tree. His body was but a carcass. A raw pile of flesh shredded to pieces by an unknown enemy or creature. I was now alone on Tay. I searched for a book, any book. Perhaps he had hidden away somewhere in our hut, or buried it somewhere in the bogs. I searched the jungles for 3 months before concluding that there was no book. We were to never return to Relation. So I left for the south. This is where I would meet her. 3 years later, in a red-walled drinking den, where silks hung from windows and smoke permeated the air with many arousing aromas, she approached me. Dressed in black, her lower face concealed by her shawl, she offered me a drink which I accepted, but paid for with my 13 rummers that I had made that day from working at the docks. She knew what I was. This is why she wanted me. It will be because of me that Dunny will fall, and there is nothing I can do to stop her.